about that because as an intergovernmental meeting, it echoes somehow the tendencies of groups like WTO. It's also an intergovernmental meeting and it is not bound by certain values or ethics. And the ethics that we are saying, which Cory was highlighting very strongly, is the fact that there's a deep consensus already in the international community on what development is and on what human rights is. In fact, another message that we have been pushing since 2006 is the United Nations has a declaration they approved on 4 December 1986, which they call the Right to Development Declaration. And that declaration says that development is a basic human right, 1. Number 2, it is people-centered. 3, it will never happen without protecting human rights. And 4, that it should be peace-oriented. Sana yung mga pera na ginagastos para sa gera, sa arms and everything, should be rechanneled to social development. And then participation of women, participation of community, self-determination, an end to, and this is UN language, an end to colonialism, apartheid, racial discrimination as a basis for development. So very strong yung language nila, but now they are discussing again in GFMD how to negotiate for the export of workers. So we issued a global call to action, and I think it's distributed to everyone, which essentially says that the civil society will engage with that because, 1, as my friends are saying, we want to emphasize that it has to be based on human rights discussion. 2nd, we want to make governments accountable to their commitments to the Right to Development Declaration. And 3rd, that we will not allow the GFMD to be a backdoor entry by neoliberal policymakers to do what they failed to do with WTO. We succeeded in basically stalling WTO, especially GATS Mode 4. That was their discussion since 2005 on how to export workers without protection. Now we are concerned that the governments might use this as a channel to negotiate labor agreements in the absence of human rights protection or in the context of privatization, deregulation, and transferring of responsibility for development from the government to the migrants. And that has been their central message. In fact, there is a lot of talk in the GFMD in saying, why should we give development aid when in fact countries like the Philippines, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, name those 4 countries the biggest external resource that is now flowing into these countries are not development aid, are not direct investments, they are remittances of migrants. So now the governments are talking, so why don't we use this for development? Of course, we are opposing that. We say migrants are a stakeholder, yes, but the burden of development and financing development should be state. And that's why the message that we want to convey in GFMD is will be there inside and outside to ensure that we have a stake in the process, but that governments should be held accountable for their responsibility. Yun yung central message natin, kaya we are mobilizing groups from all over the world, including, I think the uniqueness of this is we are converging not only the migrant groups, but we are, even in the Philippine Working Group, the trade union movement is coming in very strong, the peasants movement are coming in very strong, the trade advocacy groups are coming in very strong, the anti-death network is very strong, and of course all the social movements, women and labor and urban poor communities. So we are trying to converge everyone so that at the end of the day we say this is not a migrant issue, this is a development issue which we all want to address.